Okay, so it's time to rehouse the tarantulas that I got at the last expo, and I'll take that time to present them to you. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first one that you probably can't see right now is the OBT 10 color form. She looks pretty feisty. Come on. Yeah, she really doesn't want to go where I want her to. Come on. Well, I guess I'll keep my catch cup near, since she doesn't want to go up. And yeah, the catch cup came in very handy. As you can see. Okay, so I went to grab a piece of cardboard so I could slide it under, and we'll continue the rehousing. Now, let's move her over her new enclosure. And now that she's there, let's slowly remove the cardboard. And of course, she stays right in the middle. Okay, so I left him alone for a little while and he finally came down. And you can see him in a little ball right next door to his water dish. So yeah, that's what the tan color form looks like for an ODD or P. Murinus. And it'll be interesting to see if they behave differently than the orange color form. But since it's only a color form, I would assume not, but we never know. So yeah, interesting little guy. Okay, so the second tarantula that I got at the Expo is the Idiothele mira. A pretty interesting species since it's one of the rare tarantula trapdoors. And she's got pretty blue feet. That should already be showing up. So we should be able to see that in a moment. If she feels like getting out. Get her in her new home. And she's pretty quick. There we go. It went much better than the OBD 10 color form. Okay, so let's have a closer look at her while she's not moving. And like this, you can see very well her blue feet. So she pretty much already has her adult coloration, or pretty near from them, I think. This should have been a 1 inch, and a half inch tarantula, but it's much closer to a full inch and maybe a tiny bit more. I haven't actually measured her, so but I really can't wait to see them in action once she's made an actual trapdoor. Should be pretty interesting to see. Okay, so next is my olivacea sling. It was the species I was the most excited to get because I find their color absolutely awesome. It's kind of an olive green with a part of their leg black, a really deep blacks. They're absolutely stunning. One thing I'm not sure is I've seen them refer as obligate burrowers or semi-arboreal, or even some people keeping them in full arboreal setup, so not quite sure which she really needs, so I went half and half with the setup. Okay, lower down. Okay, so hopefully you'll get to see something like that. She's still on her clump of moss. And she's now on the grass. So yeah, hopefully it's not too blurry. Yeah, so this one is a real half-inch sling, unlike the mira, which was twice as big as advertised. But yeah, they're not as colorful as sling as they'll get when they're adults, but they're still pretty good looking, and I'm really looking forward to this one. So next are 3 Phlogiellus species Koh Samui. I'm probably butchering that name, but should be close enough. Those are Asian obligate burrowers, and I had a pretty good deal on them, so I bought a couple even though I know next to nothing about them. But I wanted more burrowers, so this should turn out well. They're pretty tiny at a 1/6 of an inch. Yeah, I saw her somewhere in that moss, but okay. Not very easy to deal with at that size. Okay, there she is. She's buried in the middle of the moss, trying not to crush her. Not sure if you can see that, but there she is. A very tiny little guy. Nope. So that kind of escaped. They're pretty fast for such tiny little guys. Go back in there. One done, two to go. Over aside. Next container. Next sling. Once again, the old Mustang comes out, and she's somewhere in there. There she is in a tiny little ball. And she's even smaller than the first one. And the last one, they're pretty good webbers from what I've been told, which is not what you'd expect for an obligate burrower. Well, I guess it can be. So yeah. They should be pretty interesting to watch, like most of them. So here she is. So pretty tiny. The first one was the biggest one, apparently. So here she is, mere seconds after I closed the lid, already in a tiny hole that she found on the side. Yeah, they don't look like much at that size, but I actually have no idea what they look like when adults. That'll be a nice surprise, I guess.